River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Second down, Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here we go. It's Gurley going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
57. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Thompson. Man open left side is Brown. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Thompson. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Gun!
From the gun on third down. Thompson going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey. We got three. Three down. No. Off. All right, now, lucky 56.
Thompson from the gun, he'll throw. And Eifert has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Alert. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Run.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, we got 3 down. Win the rep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
57. Gun! I got him.
Here's Thompson throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And the Browns getting set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch you now, Barney. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Watch you now, Barney. Detroit.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Leopard.
Mayfield on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Lucky 56.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Detroit. Odd. 5 down. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Leopard!
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Here's Thompson. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Motion! Watch the safety creep. Check your hot read. Watch it now, Barney! Joker!
On first down, it's Gurley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Go!
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got Moncrief. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Gun!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Gun!
To throw is Thompson from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Alert! 3 down!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Gun! Hey, check Mike 33.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Over! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Slam! Watch him now, Barney! Check 43! Check 31!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Whip! Watch the whip! Over! Mike, check 33. Here we go!
From the gun, Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that'll set them back 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
3rd and long for Mayfield. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mayfield, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
I got 11. I got 11.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Thompson, a final shot before break. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
57. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Check me out. Gone. Mike 57.
Thompson now operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 57's the mic. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Off the play fake. Thompson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mayfield now, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Mayfield. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Over! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Staying open. Detroit.
Throwing. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. A deep ball for Gurley. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Leopard. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Detroit.
Mayfield with it once more, eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The Browns on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Green 39! Green 39! He's crashing. He's checking. Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah!
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
We got 4. We got 4.
They get it to him running left. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Thompson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Thompson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Following the interception, Mayfield, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Second down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hey, check flag 33. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hey, hey. You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
First down, Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Last stop.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Four down. Check. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Mayfield to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Gun! Hey, boys, we got four down. Over! Is that yours? Who's that? Over! Back in motion. Check the call. Check the call.
Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Mayfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Strong right. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Check. Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Over. Watch twist. Gun.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. That's taken in by Callaway. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all.
right, now
They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
He wasn't ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leopard! Two times.
He's going to get it running right. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week one.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bengals, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take.